Welcome, everybody, to Blow the Whistle Sports with comedian actor PB Smiley.
It's extraordinaire.
And me, Wayne Holloway. How was everybody's Super Bowl?
Man, it went, well, I will say we both was wrong together, but then I was right the week before.
But we said, no, how am I wrong when I said that an injury, we thought it was Tom Brady, but it was Cooks.
Oh, my.
It was clearly Cooks. They put him to sleep, so.
You know how they say he took one for the team? He took one for the team.
And did you see the Eagle player? He was like,
no,
he did that on the field. I was like, wow.
Y'all Eagle fans, y'all wrong. Y'all doing some other stuff you ain't going to be doing, but that.
Turning cars over.
Yeah, we're going to get into the Super Bowl in a minute, but let's talk about, got to get this. See, we love the Super Bowl so much. We got to get the news out.
Right.
Some news is out. Colts fans, I'm sorry. Y'all, you just wrote your ticket back into the playoffs. I know you're in a division that's tough with Houston and Jacksonville.
Colts?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We got to tell them.
I haven't even seen Andrew Luck, and you talking about Colts?
I don't care. I expect to see him. Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator for New England Patriots is going to Indianapolis.
Wow.
So
I thought he was going to Detroit.
That would have been, but then was he going as an offensive coordinator, or they had to replace? Because they still got the.
No.
Oh, they got rid of him, right?
No.
Right.
They handed him the boots and the sports watch, with his name engraved in it. Like, yeah, it was good. It was good while it lasted.
Yeah, that would have been a nice fit, but he stayed in the AFC. So I assume that he knows that Andrew Luck's going to be ready. That's what it looks like. He already knows he's going to be ready.
Man, you think that makes him an offensive powerhouse now?
Yeah, they're back in with him. They're back in the playoffs.
Who's their running back? That's a lot to say.
But hold on. But look what he was doing with the week. They put interchangeable running backs. They just fired them off the street.
Hey, you don't think that wasn't Belichick, and he just followed the plan under Belichick?
Man, Belichick. For y'all that's New England Patriot fans, you're about to get your feelings hurt right now.
Uh-oh.
Belichick.
Watch yourself.
No. And y'all can call 323-293-3375. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Y'all been fooled all these years. He sit up there with that hoodie on, don't say nothing. Oh, it's the system and this and that and this and that. He keeps winning and he keeps winning and keeps winning. Majority of the teams in that division haven't been great or even good.
Who's in the division?
Miami, the Jets, and Buffalo. When have they all been good at the same time? Has he won when they all been good at the same time? Like a NFC East, when Dallas and Washington and Giants and Philly, three of those four teams are good at the same time, and one of them emerge and keep winning. That's
the same dynamic that Aaron Rodgers has, but we say he's great.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. But Aaron Rodgers hasn't had superstars consistently. Give him Randy Moss in his prime. Give him LaDainian Tomlinson in his prime. Give him a offensive line consistently where he ain't got to look like Vic /
Wait a minute.
hold on, man. You disrespecting me. I'm talking about Belichick. How you make this about Aaron Rodgers?
Because you tried to say because the Bills, Miami, and New York are in this division.
You gotta remember you cut me off.
But you still called the division mediocre, right?
Terrible.
Okay. Let's run that back. Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago. That's Green Bay's division. I mean, Detroit, as of 3 years, has been relevant, but Minnesota emerges this year.
I'm with you on your comparison, but let me make my point about Belichick.
Okay, all right, I'll shut up.
He
Go ahead.
sits up there with he don't say nothing.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
He win is because of him. They lose, well, maybe they should have did this. He's overrated. Listen to me. He's overrated in the sense of it doesn't matter. He'll fix it. I don't believe that. Because you took out Malcolm Butler.
They have 5 Super Bowl rings.
Well, no. We're supposed to talk about Super Bowl a little later, right?
Okay.
Let's go through this. See, because you got me hyped. You disrespecting my situation in my mind.
Okay.
I got a mind that's sophisticated.
Oh.
It's on a whole nother level. All right. speaking of getting rid of, not getting rid of, he moved on. Another Patriot moved on. Defensive coordinator Matt Patricia, the man with the beard that don't mind yelling back and forth with people.
Man.
He look like he eat a whole lot of Polishes. No meat. I mean, no bread, just Polish. He moved on to become the Lions head coach.
Okay, that's all right. All right, that's why I got mixed up. Okay. I thought that it was McDaniels, but it was
right.
Matt. Okay.
That was the one who was interviewed.
But I knew it was a Patriot.
Right.
Man. So I guess you think the Patriots promote within to get their coordinators back?
They'll just be average.
Average? Patriots are average?
Talk about it.
Belichick, Patriots average. Man, you don't buy into anything at Belichick. Huh?
Only Randy Moss.
You do know that Green Bay had a chance to get him too. So you're trying to say just because Belichick makes moves? I've always commended him on I wish my team would do stuff like this, like in the offseason, make blockbuster moves.
Right.
That's a real coach. He sees a need and he feels it.
So who are they going to replace these are powerhouse individuals.
But that's just like when Gruden was in the NFL before he came back, how he raised the bar for the Raiders and then got traded to Tampa Bay and beat the Raiders in the Super Bowl. I think they can go off, at least next year they'll be going off the same format. It's not hard to follow. What
I will say is McDaniels is more valuable. Matt, I never saw their defense as something special.
Yeah, the defense this year was like, you saw it in the Super Bowl. Yeah. What defense?
Exactly. So he's their head coach. He might be a better head coach. He might. We were talking about the swag and the.
Hey, they were up under the best coach in the NFL.
See, that's what I can see that. I can see that.
All right.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
Ah man! Finally, my man got in there. I only got two favorite players. Well, I got three: John Elway, Barry Sanders, and none other than Randy Moss. Those are my three favorite players in historical. Watching the game, Warren Moon and Cunningham up there. So they finally let Terrell Owens in there, but he didn't show up to the preliminary introduction.
He's been the troublemaker. You think he gonna stop? He gonna go in the Hall of Fame as the troublemaker too.
But where was he?
Mm-hmm. Probably at the strip club. We know T.O.
T.O.
He kind of cheap though, so he has had like 21s.
in quarters. Okay. Ray Lewis made it. 16 seasons for the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah, but first timer, Ray Lewis.
Yeah, he had to get in it.
Establishment, man. He's already, we knew Ray Lewis was going to make it.
Well, let's talk about these three. Let's start with Ray.
Uh-huh.
To me, he wasn't the greatest defensive player I saw. Wasn't even in the top 5. But at his era, he was top 2.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Oh, no. He did his thing.
Okay.
I think sometimes, when you see him talk, and we got to do this, these are players, man. When he get them speeches and shit, people forget that. Like, oh, man, that if he make a tackle, he's the greatest. But if he was, very quiet like that and made a tackle, he'd be like, yeah, all right. But see, when he get that speech,
we get it, my man. Ray Lewis get the team going.
Yeah. Oh, no, I liked him.
Come out and do that dance? My goodness.
I don't know how he did it. I don't know that. That's some Miami shit. I don't know that. I don't know how he do that. But I liked him. I liked what you said. No one of his generation motivated his defense staff the way he did. I liked him. Played a tremendous amount of years.
True leader.
Yeah. He can think. That's what I liked about it. I liked more of that than the physical play. And like you said, first timer, he got in. Terrell Owens. That's sad. They shouldn't have been doing dude like that.
He's always been a problem. He's never been an establishment guy like Ray. Ray Lewis and T.O. is perfect to put them next to each other because it's like night and day.
Okay.
And, no matter what T.O. did, after he irritated them over there in the 49ers over there in the Bay, it was over right there. Mm-hmm. And him saying, I'm not going into the Hall of Fame as a 49er because it's bad blood still.
Right.
You know, he likes shaking things up. Up until they let him in, he still wanted to play.
Yeah, he said he could help a team. Like 3 months ago, he said
exactly. So, him going to the Hall of Fame he's like, I know they ain't going to bring me back now.
But I'm surprised that I wasn't, like you're saying, I wasn't surprised they did him like that. I just hate to see that they did him like that. Like you said, he shook things up when he went to Philly, when he went to Dallas, crying about, that's my quarterback. Was it Romo was kind of like, huh?
They did him foul in Philly though, because in Philly they would have got a Super Bowl if McNabb would have just shut his mouth and been a team leader. And even if you don't like T.O., that's your hot wide receiver. That man got injured and shouldn't have came back and played.
With screws in his foot.
And outperformed every other wide receiver.
Yeah, T.O.
All right.
Now we got to say for my man, Randy Moss, man. How you going you just, all right, man, we ain't moving on. It's Moss, man. Randy Moss. Another phone call. Moss will be back. 323. Oh, yeah, phone call.
What's up, caller?
Yeah, this is Darnell out of Tuscaloosa.
There he is, Detroit Lion fan. My man, what's up?
What up, y'all? Hey, Packy.
What's up, sir?
Hey, what you think about the new coach that the Lions got?
Hey, I think that
about him? I don't know.
I think that you guys can do something. I always thought you guys can do something. I told you that this season. I think Detroit. I think you guys will give Green Bay a run for their money this season.
What he more like an offensive coach or a defense?
He's the defense, but we just had this discussion that
you guys got the offense already.
Yeah, what he did with New England wasn't good as far as defensively. But then I just said he may be a better head coach.
Exactly.
Because he learned under Belichick.
Exactly.
He might be a better head coach than a defensive coach.
He's defensive minded, but you will have a defensive coordinator. He will go off of old Patriot schemes when they were good. So I would think Detroit was going to look nice next season. You don't have nothing to worry about with him. And you already got the offense. The defense just has to come with it now. You feel me?
I'm with
you. You got any more questions, sir?
No, that's it.
Okay. Thank you for calling
Good to hear
man.
from you, man.
Don't forget to go to that page and like and subscribe, man. We got a page up, and we're going to be posting stuff that me and PB do during the season. We got some nice skits coming up. Might want to check out too.
And we'll be getting our room back, our comedy night. It's going to be a Smile for Me Wednesdays, and we'll let y'all know about that. We're going to be showing clips from it.
A room?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh,
PB is a comedian. You know, I introduced him. He's a true comedian. We're going to start doing the room.
A comedy room we have. It's called Smile for Me Wednesdays. It'll be out here in L.A., and we're going to have clips from it. We'll show y'all.
Yeah, where you can go online and check them out.
Late April, early May.
But keep in touch with us, sir.
It's on the PV name, PV's.
Well, our page is Blow the Whistle Sports. You can go to YouTube and pull us up. Blow the Whistle Sports. Subscribe so everything we put up, it'll pop up.
Yep.
Okay, I'm about to subscribe on there now.
Appreciate it.
All
right, man. You have a good one.
Yep. Okay, now it says he calling Toluca, but he's a Detroit. So, that's fitting to stay in the NFC Norris division with my man who made his name out of the Norris division. Started off Minnesota. Randy Moss made it to the Hall of Fame.
Had another troubled past, but
I'm about to go into all that. I think that another Aquarian too. Sorry about that. His birthday's a few days before mine. Yeah, that's the Aquarian love. It's all it's about. Aquarian love. Jim Brown, Michael Jordan, Huey P. Newton, me, and then
you forgot about Poetess?
No, I didn't forget about Poetess. I was about to say and Poetess. So y'all disrespected me in my memory. All right. This is the problem I have. I'm not a conventional thinker.
All right.
And most people tend to accept things. They say somebody's great at something, and everybody's supposed to say, yes, you're right. Mm-hmm. Or the great is. I'm sorry. I think the Jerry Rice thing, it's overdone, man. I don't go by numbers. In case you hit me with all the 200 touchdowns. I go by eye test and what you're capable of doing to take the game totally different than what it was supposed to go. Hold on, man.
I ain't said nothing. I'm just looking at you.
See, look, my man, he know, man. He would. I can look at it. He rolled it with Moss. Randy Moss, out of any receiver I've studied, whether it's from the old school Lynn Swans, from the my man that played for the Packers. Give me one more, man.
You're not talking about Jordy, right?
No, James Lofton, from the James Loftons, from the Chris Carters, all the way to the Butch. Yeah. From all them people to T.O.'s, Michael Irvin's, and the list goes on.
We have another caller.
We got another call. They keep interrupting my Moss.
Hello, caller.
Hi, this is Steve Granada Hills.
What's going on, sir?
Hi, this is Steve Granada Hills.
Okay, I remember you. California.
How you guys today?
Not too bad.
I do have a quick comment. George Jacoby for the Hall of Fame. I have a long-suffering Redskins fan. I don't understand why they won't put George Jacoby in. He changed the offensive line play in the NFL. 3-time Super Bowl winner. Most dominant player in his position for 10 years.
Yeah, I remember George Jacoby during the time of
the Hog.
Yeah, with the going against Too Tall Jones now.
Correct.
Yeah.
He should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't understand why.
Okay, that's a good point. And Art Monk, too.
Yeah. Well, they finally put Art Monk in. It took him forever.
Oh, they finally, okay, they did.
But George Jacoby should be in, and for whatever reason, they will not put him in.
It's going to be one of those things like you're a Redskin fan, you got to go out, man, and say something about it, because you see there's a lot of these old timers going in, like we seen that white hair on the sidelines.
And we like, who is dude?
Yeah,
like I remember Joe Jacoby.
Yeah. He'll make it. He'll make it. You know, the NFL they want the big names of now is what they concentrate on, honestly, and they like to sprinkle a little of that gray in there when they throwing the big names in. That's been the recipe that I've been seeing.
Yeah. Well, I'm frustrated because I feel like Terrell Owens is a big name, but statistically, you know, he benefited from being a wide receiver in a pass-friendly league.
That's true.
I can't argue with you there.
That's true.
You know, they should put in some people who won games, you know, who are integral part in winning football games. And the Hog dominated offensive line through all those years.
Hey, but that's, you know, the Hall of Fame, it's a big deal now. You know, I like the way they structure it. And you as a fan, like I'm saying, fans have a lot of power. You got to get on your forums and talk about it.
That's true.
Yeah, well.
I'm going to add something to that. Okay. And it's not only the big names, it's the big positions.
True.
Quarterback number 1, receiver 2, the running back 3.
Exactly.
And if it's going to be a defense, it's probably the linebacker or a tackle.
Yeah.
I'm not about to say this offensive tackle going against Super Bowl caliber teams that had soon to be Hall of Famers or people who probably would, you know, that's in the Hall of Fame now. I don't know the deal with that one. He got a good point. It's funny because me and my brother were just talking about the game is watered down. It's not like it was. You know, my brother's not much older, but older than me. He taught me, you know, watching the game.
Right.
I'm 5 or 6 years old, knowing everybody.
He's a Cowboy fan, right?
Yeah, that's yeah. So you know, I know who
Tony Dorsett, man.
You know, I know who Joe Jacoby was. That was he was an integral part of the Redskins. And I watch on Monday night, and I would see it and say, too tall, got to get around him. And no, that's a good point. Wow.
Like I tell you, it's one of those things. Next year's class, in the next 2 years, I bet you he'll get in. I bet you. I'll put money on it.
I hope so. Also, one thing real quick. Why are the Redskins being criticized for getting Alex Smith at 34, saying he's too old, but yet Aaron Rodgers is 34, and everybody thinks he's the best quarterback in the league, and everybody's loving up.
You guys just got Alex Smith. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. Alex Smith became relevant, really.
The last 2 seasons.
Exactly.
But check it out. I like the situation.
I do too.
Alex is getting a bad. What did he do wrong? His man gets a concussion. He already threw 3 touchdowns in the first half of the playoff game that they lost against Titans this year. What did he do?
This wasn't a knock to him. This was you're getting older. Before you reach that, we want to start on our new guy. They want to be relevant in the next 2 or 3 years. So Alex Smith.
No, he's saying why the Redskins getting knocked for taking him.
Yeah, why are we getting knocked for?
No, but you said that like Alex Smith got done wrong, and I'm just telling you, Alex Smith didn't get done wrong.
I'm saying they getting a knock. Like, man, we gonna get him.
They got an old quarterback. You know how many quarterbacks that they could have got? You guys could have went after Foles.
He's the same as Aaron Rodgers. You think anybody would criticize us for getting him?
But Foles relevant now. Alex Smith, he's made it to playoffs, but
4,000 yards, 11-5 record.
Okay.
The last 4 seasons.
So who would you rather have, Alex Smith or Foles?
Smith.
Oh. Hey, okay. Well, I'm gonna need you to be calling in so we can go over this
from
time to time. Because it sounds like we're gonna really be getting into it for the next season.
Foles is on a great situation. I give him credit for winning the game. I like Foles.
Right.
But Alex Smith is a proven winner. He's won everywhere he's been.
Foles.
His record speaks for itself. I mean, he hasn't won the championship. That's the only thing on his resume is lacking.
Yeah, because when he makes the playoffs, he's been like Tony Romo.
No, this year, how could you blame him?
I can't blame him this year. This 1 year, I cannot blame him. You guys are right. But what about the year before that? And the year before that? And the year before that? What about when he was with the 49ers? What?
Okay.
Come on, people.
No, hold on. You got a good point with the 49ers.
You guys are talking about the last 2 years.
You got a good point about the 49ers. But when he went to KC, you running up against better teams.
Look, man, he was
Pittsburgh.
He was the man in KC. I'm not taking nothing away from him. You saw I gave him props all season long.
I like what the Redskins have done with that. What I don't like is they need to. It's the receiving core. If you're going to have a team where you're in a division where it's clearly one of the toughest divisions,
right?
That division can be the most wins can be 8. But it's still a tough 8 victories. You know what I mean? All
right. But caller, we're gonna get back more into this next week.
Yeah,
next week when we go over, we're gonna go over this. Make sure you call back in next week so we can go over this.
Definitely call back in next week. Thanks for taking my call.
Yep, he got good points with that. I like it. But once again, let's go back to Randy Moss. I can't do Moss like that. All right.
You can tell when you're a fan of somebody.
No, but other than Barry Sanders, I've never seen an individual player that's able to change the opposing team game plan other than Moss and Barry Sanders. Period. You might find somebody that can work harder than these guys. Oh, they so tough. I'm talking about you got to throw this out the way and say, man, forget all that shit I done taught you. Just do this. Name somebody else that they did that for. They didn't even do that for Walter Payton. They didn't do that for Jim Brown. Moss gets a bad rep because he say straight cash, homie. Because he said I play when I want to play. Yeah, I smoke weed. I take plays off. So what?
Man, that's a major thing.
Hold on. Let me finish. I'm not agreeing with it.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this is why they do him like that. Now, if I said talent-wise and what you seen somebody can do, who's better than Randy Moss? You're going to pick other people because you don't like him, not versus with the question I asked you.
Did you hear anything you said? People.
I'm not taking no.
Will you hire somebody?
Hold on. I ain't finished. I'm going to let you talk.
All right.
See, I don't have no Carolina moment. Can I let this be mine? Thank you. Randy Moss yelling at his teammates who was being disruptive. Mm-hmm. They show that.
Right.
See, look how that boy act. I got Jerry Rice getting mad because they throwing Terrell Owens the ball a little bit too much. Guess what they call that? See, he's trying to win. But in the game, T.O. caught 20 receptions. He mad. And he admitted it. It wasn't even no playoff game. What you mad for? I thought you was a team player. Jerry Rice gets the overrated part, this is what I'm talking about, of the image. See, he was man, I'm not picking Jerry Rice number 2 or 3. If you say he's in the top 3, I'll accept that. Talking about me picking. Randy Moss is the most gifted receiver I think the NFL has ever seen. I got to piggyback off what the brother said from Granada Hills. We're living in a pass-happy era, and Brown for the Pittsburgh Steelers is going to have all the records. I don't think he's so great. I think they keep throwing the ball. If I throw the ball 60 times, he catch 20 of them. Now, that doesn't say that he's not that good. I'm not going to go with the exaggeration. Moss, you finally got in. You know, and I agree with you, homie. You're the greatest receiver that we ever seen. And, whoever comes after him, I'd use him as the barometer to judge. Not no damn Jerry Rice.
Oh, okay. Well,
now, you're talking about hard worker. Then he's the greatest. Talent-wise, and based off what your talent and your production, I got to change my whole game plan. Ain't nobody changing their plan against Jerry Rice.
I'm not going to take anything from Randy Moss, but nobody will hire somebody and be paying them $15 an hour and let them show up when they want to show up, smoke weed, and be disruptive, and that's $15 an hour. Randy Moss was getting paid millions of dollars an hour, and he's supposed to just take that. Oh, but we got to jump into the Super Bowl.
Michael Jordan shows up.
We got to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl.
Liquor on his breath at practice.
Who?
Jordan.
Yeah.
He faded from last night.
That's Jordan.
I see. That's an Aquarian trait of mine. I don't care who it is. Fair is fair.
Hey, Randy Moss is your guy, and I'm not going to say nothing bad about him.
You can't say nothing bad about Barry Sanders. And I dare you to try to do it. I got my damn Carolina Panther moment.
Hey.
I don't never have them.
Cali Cat Pack.
See, look.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Roaring Riot, what's up? But the Super Bowl,
yeah.
Tom Brady lost. I got to give Nick Foles the nod. Nick Foles is the guy. Hey, Nick Foles, you did your thing. Philly, I disrespected you week after week. Congratulations on the Super Bowl win. Hey, you guys beat Tom Brady, and you beat Tom Brady on 28 completions, 505 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's nasty. This man showed out and lost. My goodness, he showed out and lost. And he single-handedly lost this game for his team. I think they will be relevant, and just off of that man's back, that man is going to do it. Wow. You don't think? Yeah, we'll see New England again.
I'm sorry. Based off what they just released, I don't think so. Hey, and I'm talking about McDaniels.
I feel what you're saying. 505 yards, old man.
Incredible.
I think not.
But let's talk about that part with that Malcolm Butler.
All right.
See, why can't Belichick take blame for that?
That's obvious. You made a grown man cry on the sidelines. He better take it. That man, he was on the sideline. I'm not laughing at him. I'm not laughing at him because grown men can cry. I'm not against it. But check this out. That was the biggest mistake in the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl, you benched your best
DB.
Oh my goodness, Super Bowl. Hey, I listen to the other shows, and I'm in agreement. I think Belichick did this to show Tom Brady and the owner, hey, don't go against me. You remember the water boy when the coach shows him the rings? Yeah. Like, just listen to what I'm saying.
Right.
Hey, man. Hey.
You wanted to discipline him. Why you didn't let him play, and then after the game, smack him?
He could have fined him anything.
Yeah, or say, look, we trading you, but after the game, we need you now. Don't need your services. What would you? And then he don't want to talk about it. Do you think that was a situation where had you played him, it would have been a different outcome? I don't know.
That's Belichick.
But that's what I'm saying.
But I've told people this. You get mad at him because it's a Super Bowl, but he's done this all along. Belichick.
He did this though?
Yes, he's done this all along. If I'm a fantasy football player, I'm a football guru. This man will have a running back get 3 touchdowns in a game, do outstanding, and then the next week he won't see a ball.
I agree.
That's what Belichick does.
So what did you say? You said in the Super Bowl?
Hey, Blunt last year, NFL.com.
Okay.
I played the playoff challenge. I would have won Super Bowl tickets for this season.
Oh, right. I remember.
Blunt was my running back.
Yep.
Blunt fumbled in the Super Bowl, and he didn't see the ball. White got the nod, and White went on to do it for the team, which took me out of my Super Bowl tickets, and there you have it.
But he didn't play Malcolm at all, man.
Hey, he's done that before. It's not the first time. It just wasn't the Super Bowl.
And we didn't talk about that hit.
Oh,
Cooks,
man.
too.
Cooks, I hope you're okay.
Cooked.
Head injury.
He got cooked.
Man.
He hit dude so hard that when he laid out, first thing I'm thinking, he playing.
Hey, no.
He was for real.
That man, he went around in a circle. I was like, well, going straight is better. Then he went around in a circle, and then that guy came from the side and put him unconscious.
Yeah, that was and replays can slow it down. Oh, that was a legal hit, man. That was cool.
The Betty Bye signal.
Yeah.
When the guy did like this, I was like, that's foul.
Yeah.
That's foul.
Yeah, well, but he did go to sleep.
We got to talk about the elephant in the room.
Talk to me.
The catch. Pittsburgh. Catch on the goal line, not a touchdown. Des Bryant's catch in the end zone, not a touchdown. Well, what was up with Philly? End zone catch, falls to the ground, ball comes out. That's a touchdown.
Do you remember 4 to 6 weeks ago me saying that they was going to play Pittsburgh,
Right.
New England?
Right.
It didn't happen, but do you remember me saying that?
Okay.
Because we both agreed they would meet up.
Right.
We were both wrong that because Pittsburgh lost to Jags.
Right.
I said when they meet up with New England, Pittsburgh that is, they're going to have some sort of payback fairness because of that so-called not catch from Jesse James, tight end for Pittsburgh. It didn't happen, but it did in the Super Bowl. They gave them some. I think the league did some payback, man. We've been cheating for y'all all this time. Okay, it's a catch.
PB.
No, I'm serious.
PB. Check this out, people. And I want to be clear about this. I only brought that up to tell people about the line of the rule. I think the rule is garbage. Let me go out and say this to everyone.
Okay.
The rule is garbage.
Okay.
It has to be changed. It needs to be changed.
Okay.
But go back and look. Des Bryant catches the ball. It was a catch to me.
Okay.
But to the letter of the rule, he caught the ball and went straight to the ground. Ball moved, touched the ground. Not a catch. Sorry. That's this garbage rule we're talking about. Now, mind you, I said it was a catch. Pittsburgh, catch, goes down to the ground, hits the ground, ball moves, touches the ground. To the letter of the catch, the rule, not a catch. Philly, he catches the ball. He runs 3 steps. That's why they made sure to tell you he's a runner. He wasn't a catcher then. It was different between catching the ball and then going straight to the ground. He caught the ball, took 3 steps, then went to the ground. When you're a running back or a runner, the ball can move because it's just labeled as a fumble. Long as you recover, touchdown. That's all. I just wanted to bring that up, people. Is the rule a bad rule? Yes, it's a rule. It's a bad rule. They need to be more
consistent.
Exactly, consistent on the calling of it. But it needs to be changed to where everybody can be happy, because that rule is going to make a lot of people mad because everybody doesn't know the rules. And, with New England's background of Deflategate and all this,
that's all I'm saying.
We'll always be going to that.
I know people don't want to accept that part. I think that was some get back. But I said that 5 or 6 weeks ago. Y'all been cheating, man, all this time. They gotta just let him catch it.
Check this out, people. Well, I was with you guys with the cheating and all this, like people be saying. But check this out.
Talk to me.
In basketball, they always have makeup calls when they make a mistake. it's always the star player that he gets away with fouls. He gets fouls called because he is a star player. And we all know this, and everybody's like, oh, that's acceptable. You can't just give a foul to a man because he's the star.
That's right.
So when it gets to football, oh, they cheating. Well, in basketball, you was like it was okay. Make up your mind, folks. That's all I'm saying. Make up your mind.
Congratulations again to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Philly.
But the stuff y'all doing
fly,
on the street,
Eagles, fly.
That ain't right.
Yeah.
They beating up people that's rooting with them.
Hey, they finally got a championship.
Yeah.
And if you don't have green on or an Eagles cap on, you're going to catch a Jimmy in the eye.
Then they had somebody eating horse shit. Did you see that?
For real?
No, seriously. Yeah. Yeah, see don't.
Wow.
Yeah, man. It's like we ain't never won. So guess what? If we win, I'm going to eat some horse shit. No, you playing? No, for real. And then we won. See?
Hey. If they didn't knock that number one wide receiver out, I'm saying it again, I don't think they would have won. Hey.
I don't know, man. They look better than they look like the better team.
I'm not taking anything away from Super Bowl champions, 2018, Philadelphia Eagles. Wow. And I think, like I said, they can do it again. I think they can do it again, depending on, my Carolina. We play them. We play that whole division next season. We gonna get some get back. We're gonna get some get back. Yes.
This was in Philly, though.
Yeah. Okay.
We got some more. Gronk. We don't want to rub it in, Patriot fans. Gronk's house was robbed during the Super Bowl.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Who you think it was? Who think it got
family member? Like, he not in town. I got the key. They won't say that because, his insurance won't cover that.
Right.
But I got the key. I'm about to go on the smorgasbord. I asked him for a couple $1,000s. He rich. Why wouldn't he give it to me? I'm his cousin.
They said it was LeVar Ball. I'm just telling you, man.
Hey, he trying to fund the big baller.
I'm just telling you what I've been reading, man. Cats texting, wait. Yeah, PB, you right. Say that shit. I told you. I get these texts. Look, I don't know who these people is that got my number texting me this information.
Hey, the big baller brand's back ordered, so hey, he might need some extra funds.
He broke into Gronk's house.
Hey, let me give a shout out to Blunt for getting back at his old teams. He got Super Bowl rings back to back. 14 carries, 90 yards. He was averaging 6.4 yards a carry and a touchdown. And he did it with force. Clemens that he received. That boy came in for him, 4 receptions, 100 yards. His longest reception was 25 yards and a touchdown. Got to give it to him. Thank you guys for tuning in. Next week, make sure you tune in next week. Next week is a key show. We want to let y'all know what's going on with us. And always like and subscribe. Blow the Whistle on YouTube. Blow the Whistle Sports. We love you guys, and we'll see y'all next week. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
hey, I'm a Carolina fan, so, I gave y'all props. There it is. 2 fingers.